Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to another build video. So today we are in the Savage Divide, directly next to the National Radio Astronomy Research Center and east of the National Isolated Radio Array. Say those 5 times fast. And so right on the street, next to this research center there, you can see it, is a little flat spot. So I decided to kind of try my hand at this Earthlight Lounge that I got about a month ago, I think, in the Atomic Shop. And so, yeah, let me kind of walk you around the outside first, kind of give you a sense of what I did, and then we'll head inside. So my usual MO is, you know, junk wall and fence, you know, encircling the whole build, and so that's kind of what I did here too. Nice and scrappy, junky, a lot of different mixtures of fences and fence types, all that kind of stuff. So using this UFO crash site sign that we got. The one thing you can do, so if you do have this kit or bundle, if you have the UFO crash site sign, if you burn it, it actually just sits flat on the ground. I thought about doing something with it, but I didn't end up doing it, but keep that in mind. So if you wanted like a, you know, junky look with things kind of strewn about on the ground, then that's a good thing to use. Yeah, just around here. So I also did use the CD shed that I also picked up a couple of weeks ago when it was on sale, and so I'm using it for my crafting stuff. Whoa. So I'll get to that in a second. I struggled with kind of what to do just on the outside here because the lounge itself it's got a really big base to it, and so I made a little kind of cafe thing I'll show you once we get there, but I was going to have kind of this be the entrance, but I decided against that. Okay, so that's the outside. So let's head in. And so yeah, I have the defensive structure up here with the turret, like I normally do. And I have this catwalk ladder going up. Or scaffolding ladder, I should say. Yeah, a little hangout, chill area. And keep an eye on that research center. So one thing to keep in mind with the research center, there's scorched up there, and if they're ranged, which they normally are, they will attack you all the time if you're here. So just kind of keep that in mind. And what I've noticed is if I clear them out and it's just me, they don't respawn that often. But if other people come to your camp and, you know, visit to hit up the vendor or like whatever, anytime someone new comes in, they'll respawn automatically for some reason. I don't know if they're supposed to do that or not, but every time I've had someone come visit, I've had to go up and kill those scorched again. So just kind of keep that in mind if you're building in this area. All right, nothing too crazy up there. Over here, just some junk, other stuff. Got my chemistry workstation. I didn't really know where else to put that, to be honest. So another little spot up here. You can look out. Turret. There's nothing really that comes down from there. There's really no like random roving, you know, bands of enemies that come around. So just the scorched up there. Over on this side, a little apothecary station. I kind of struggled with what to do on this platform leading up to the Earthlight Lounge itself. So I decided just to kind of fill it up with plants and stuff. And I got my little owl here as well. Yeah, I think it works okay. I mean, it's just a little kind of apothecary station to kind of go along with the rest of the build. I think it works pretty well here. So something I don't often do is put a power armor station in, but I thought it actually kind of worked well here to go along with the CD shed. And this is a good spot too to put your ammo box. I don't understand. So I turned off the voices, so you can't hear the Grandma Junko up there, but you can hear this guy. So I feel like if I turn voices off, I should turn that guy off too, but it doesn't. So what are you gonna do? I don't mind his script though, like all the things he says. It's actually kind of funny. So, all right, little workbench area here. Nothing too crazy. Just just stash boxes and workbenches is basically it. Nice little area to kind of just come in and work, do what you need to do. So nothing crazy. I got a generator merged down in here that's kind of powering the whole Earthlight Lounge. And so it's really nice because it kind of radiates power, and so I don't really have to hook up. I really just have like this generator, and that's all I have for the entire thing. So it's really, really handy. All right, cool. So to kind of jazz up this Earthlight Lounge, I put, because it was just kind of bare, I put up these posts, and they sunk into the bottom, and they don't poke up through, which is really nice. So I put them around to kind of break it up a little bit, and I made a little cafe lounge area. So the idea is you come here, you can do your shopping at any of my two convenient vendor areas, and make some food, order food from this guy, and grab some coffee, come sit down and have a drink or a snack or whatever you got to do. Grab a Nuka-Cola, that sort of thing. That's kind of the idea. So I think it looks kind of cool. I mean, it's a decent use of the space, I think. I got good use out of this fridge too. I don't usually use these fridges, but it kind of made sense here, kind of like a grab and go. Like there's little ice creams or something in there, you know what I mean? So cool. And I just kind of did my usual thing where I put the conduits on the post and I ran it across. It was a little finicky to get it to stick inside of it, but I eventually got it to work. So got another one up there too, kind of keeping this whole thing lit, which is kind of nice. And yeah, over here I have a just small little area for crops, just to kind of fill up the space. And I wasn't really sure what else to do here. So Yeah, and I thought this was a good spot to put this tavern sign. I needed something to fill up this space over here as well. I think it works pretty good. All right, let's head inside. So inside, little seating area here before you head up. I thought about a couple different things here, but maybe like a display, different ideas, but ultimately I just kind of decided on a seating area. So, you know how I like my little kind of hangout nooks. Okay, so up here, as you probably saw in the intro, I have a little, what is this? Basically like a little living room seating area as well. I got Grandma Junko here, just chilling, talking to me about something, I don't know. Using some of the new art we got for this season. I'll be using that probably more. I really like it. This one looks pretty cool. So just kind of filling it up with stuff. So having a little kind of living room area where you can sit by the fire, have a good time doing that. You can come over here and hang, sit by the TV, watch some TV. The one thing I noticed, she doesn't go to the punching bag. I've noticed other allies do, but she doesn't ever, so it's kind of funny. I'd like to see her kind of doing that. Got this little, I thought this was kind of appropriate, this little UFO game here as well. And yeah, the little bedroom here. I hid one of those little tube lights behind that awning to kind of complement this painting, and I think it looks really cool. I wanted to use more of those lights, but I ultimately end up, like I was gonna put them all around like the interior here to kind of make it look like a UFO launching or something like that, but I kind of felt like my budget was needed elsewhere to kind of fill up this place, and ultimately I decided to do that anyway. So, but I would definitely kind of recommend trying that if that's something you were interested in doing. Kind of reminds me, this place reminds me of one of those UFOs you go to at like the theme park that spins around, you know, with all like the bright neon lights and stuff. It's kind of cool. So finally making good use of this wine rack, and I was going to put some other stuff on here, but I just ran out of budget. But it was able to put some alcohol in there to kind of spruce it up a little bit. Okay, and then the kitchen. I really actually dig this kitchen. You know, little kitchen table here. That guy will not shut up. So all I really did here was I merged the stove down into this desk, so it kind of looks like it's a little kind of kitchenette sort of thing. And obviously merged the cooking station down into that as well. Overall, I didn't really do a ton of merging in this build, like, to be honest with you. Everything's just kind of, it's pure decoration. But this prefab was pretty challenging to build in, I would say. Like, it is deceptively big, because there's a lot of stuff I wanted to do on the outside as well. But inside there's a lot of room, so if you do want to pack this with like a ton of stuff, I mean, you can, for sure. But it was a little difficult to kind of get things to look right, because it's circular, right? So a lot of the stuff we have is not circular, and so kind of getting this all to look right, you know, there's like gaps and stuff, just kind of took some time. But ultimately, I think it turned out pretty well. So, oh, and I do love this like pot rack that we just got too. I'm really digging that. I think it works well. So yeah, that's the build. We'd love to know what you think. Like, and if you have this prefab, like, have you used it yet? Like, what do you think? It was challenging, but in a fun way. Like, there's some aspects to it that are fun, some that aren't, obviously. But yeah, I had a lot of fun doing it, and I hope you got a lot of ideas for your next build too. And if you have any questions about how I did anything, like, please let me know it in the comments. I'd really appreciate that. And yeah, so I hope you like it, and feel free to subscribe, like, comment, all that kind of stuff. It really helps the channel, and I really appreciate you watching. Thank you so much, and I will talk to you later. Have a good one.